Welcome back to SuperBrain. I'm your host Robostein McFingelboop, the cinematic connoisseur, and today's episode is all about cinema. Remember, each question is worth 1 point, but Supermind questions are worth 3 points. Keep score, challenge your movie knowledge, and don't forget to post your results in the comments to brag a little. Let's give a round of applause to our fellow film buffs because it's all about the love for movies. Are you ready? Let's get started. Which movie features Robert De Niro as a struggling musician named Travis Bickle? The Deer Hunter, Mean Streets, Taxi Driver, Raging Bull. Which 1939 film is known for its groundbreaking use of Technicolor? Gone with the Wind, Modern Times, The Great Dictator, Ninotchka. Which groundbreaking 1922 vampire film became a classic of German expressionist cinema? Nosferatu, Dracula, Vampire, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Who directed the epic historical drama film Lawrence of Arabia, which was released in 1962? Alfred Hitchcock, Federico Fellini, Stanley Kubrick, David Lean. Which film won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1972? The French Connection, The Godfather, Cabaret, Fiddler on the Roof. Which director is known for the classic psychological thriller Repulsion, released in 1965? Alfred Hitchcock, Roman Polanski, Federico Fellini, Stanley Kubrick. In which film did Marilyn Monroe famously pose over a subway grate? Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, How to Marry a Millionaire, Niagara, The 7-Year Itch. Which film won the Best Picture Oscar at the Academy Awards in 1968? Midnight Cowboy, Oliver, The Graduate, Bonnie and Clyde. Which actor starred as Terry Malloy in On the Waterfront, 1954? James Dean, Marlon Brando, Paul Newman, Humphrey Bogart. Who played the Joker in the 1989 Batman movie? Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, Danny DeVito, Robert De Niro. Who directed the cult classic A Clockwork Orange, released in 1971? Francis Ford Coppola, Steven Spielberg, Stanley Kubrick, Martin Scorsese. What genre did the 1930 film All Quiet on the Western Front epitomize? Comedy, horror, war, musical. Which movie won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1961? Psycho, West Side Story, Spartacus, The Apartment. In what year was the iconic British espionage film Goldfinger, the third in the James Bond series, released? 1965, 1963. 1964, 1962. What is the name of the monster in the 1987 film Predator? The Terminator, the Xenomorph, the Predator, the Thing. Which horror film, directed by William Friedkin, was released in 1973? The Omen, Rosemary's Baby, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Exorcist. Who directed the horror film The Shining, which was released in 1980? John Carpenter, Stanley Kubrick, Wes Craven, Ridley Scott. Who directed the epic film Ben-Hur, which was released in 1959? William Wyler, Alfred Hitchcock, Cecil B. DeMille, John Ford. What is the name of the science fiction film released in 1977, which began a major franchise? Star Trek, the motion picture. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Star Wars, A New Hope. Alien. In which 1981 adventure film does the protagonist fear snakes? The Terminator, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Arkansas, Escape from New York, Blade Runner. Which film, considered one of the first talkies, was released in 1927? The Great Train Robbery, The Jazz Singer, Metropolis, The Kid. In which iconic 1969 film did Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper play two bikers traveling through the American Southwest and South? The Wild One, Bullet, Easy Rider, Midnight Cowboy. Which film features the character Travis Bickle? Taxi Driver, The Godfather, The Conversation, Chinatown. Which 1940 Disney film featured a classical music score performed by the Philadelphia Orchestra? Dumbo, Fantasia, Bambi, Pinocchio. Which film noir from 1941, directed by John Huston, marked the beginning of Humphrey Bogart's stardom? The Big Sleep, Key Largo, The Maltese Falcon, To Have and Have Not. Which director won the Academy Award for Best Director for his work on the movie Platoon in 1986? Steven Spielberg, Stanley Kubrick, James Cameron, Oliver Stone. Which actress starred as the lead in the 1973 film The Way We Were? Faye Dunaway, Diane Keaton, Barbara Streisand, Ali McGraw. Which film won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1984? Terms of Endearment, The Right Stuff, Amadeus, Platoon. Which classic war film, featuring Robert Shaw and set during World War II, was released in 1966? The Great Escape, A Man for All Seasons, The Battle of Algiers, The Battle of Britain. In which film does Orson Welles play Charles Foster Kane, a character loosely based on the media magnate William Randolph Hearst? The Third Man, Touch of Evil, Citizen Kane, The Lady from Shanghai. Which actress starred as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, a 1939 classic? Bette Davis, Katharine Hepburn, Judy Garland, Joan Crawford. Which actor starred as Atticus Finch in the 1962 film adaptation of To Kill a Mockingbird? Henry Fonda, Gregory Peck, James Stewart, Burt Lancaster. Who directed The Breakfast Club, a quintessential 80s coming-of-age film? Hughes, Spielberg, Howard, Scorsese. Which actor played the character Alex Murphy in the 1987 film RoboCop? Peter Weller, Kentwood Smith, Michael Keaton, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Which movie, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1975? The Towering Inferno, Chinatown, The Godfather Part 2, Jaws. Who directed the 1931 film M, which is considered a masterpiece of suspense? Alfred Hitchcock, Fritz Lang, Howard Hawks, John Ford. What is the title of the 1976 film starring Sylvester Stallone as a struggling boxer named Rocky Balboa? Creed, Rocky, The Fighter, $1 Million Baby. Did you know the longest movie ever made is The Cure for Insomnia, which runs for a total of 85 hours? Well, now you know. In Back to the Future Part 2, 1989, Marty McFly travels to which future year? 2015, 2020, 2050, 2000. What is the name of the character played by Sean Connery in the 1983 James Bond film Never Say Never Again? Alec Trevelyan, James Bond, Raul Silva, Francisco Scaramanga. Which film won the Best Picture Oscar in 1950? All About Eve, Sunset Boulevard, Annie Get Your Gun, Father of the Bride. Which actress won an Oscar for her performance in the 1940 film Kitty Foyle? Katharine Hepburn, Joan Fontaine, Ginger Rogers, Bette Davis. What was the distinctive style of the 1936 film Modern Times directed by Charlie Chaplin? Color film, silent film, musical, western. Which actress played Sarah Connor in The Terminator, 1984, and its sequel Terminator 2, Judgment Day, 1991? Linda Hamilton, Sigourney Weaver, Meryl Streep, Sandra Bullock.
Shake it, break it, thank ya! All right.
Which actress, known as the Girl, became an icon of the Roaring Twenties? Greta Garbo, Marlene Dietrich, Clara Bow, Joan Crawford. What film won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1943? The Maltese Falcon, Citizen Kane, Casablanca. How Green Was My Valley? What genre is the 1955 film Rebel Without a Cause associated with? Musical, Western, teen drama, comedy. What was the name of the character played by Audrey Hepburn in the 1961 film Breakfast at Tiffany's? Eliza Doolittle, Holly Golightly, Sabrina Fairchild, Catherine Sloper. What is the name of the iconic monster movie that premiered in 1933? Frankenstein, Dracula, The Wolf Man, King Kong. Who was the Swedish director famous for his 1924 silent film The Saga of Gösta Berling? Eric von Stroheim, F.W. Murnau, Moritz Stiller, Cecil B. DeMille. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, tell us how you did in the comments, and add a few questions of your own in there too. Here are some other fun episodes for you to try out next. Alrighty then. See you soon.